What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Docs Daily. It's Monday. It's December 1st. You officially have like 3 weeks to go Christmas shopping. I'm just saying. I don't
Cyber Monday, by the way, Lenny. Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Cyber Monday. It's the day before Tuesday Eve, as I like to call it. Tuesday's my favorite day of the week. I'm just saying. Tuesday's always my favorite day of the week. We are live full effect. Craig, Trapp, Nick Menken. How's you guys Thanksgiving? Let's talk about that. Let's get that out of the way while everybody kind of files in. Too much turkey, Craig Trapp, we know.
Who day? Who day?
He wants to talk about his Bengals. So let's just listen. You guys, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. You guys talk about your Bengals, talk about your Bears, get it out of your system, and then we're gonna move into the chat and we're gonna move on to tonight's football game. So
well, Lenny, I don't think you could get this out of your system here. Bears first place in the NFC North. We got the Detroit Lions in third here. So I know you're hurting here on a Monday morning. I'm feeling good. We go into Philadelphia. Everybody thought we were going to get our asses whooped, and we whooped their asses. We ran the ball right down their throats, and the Bears, I'm going to keep saying it, quit sleeping on my boys here. We are playing great football, and they are getting coached very well. Ben Johnson has built his culture here. And now we're 9-3, leading the division. So I'm feeling good here on a Monday morning after Thanksgiving. I'm all stuffed up. Maybe do a little workout here later, but I'm ready to go. Bears first place. Let's do it.
So what are they, half a game up on Green Bay because of the tie? How's that?
No, they're full game up because it's
game and a half then.
Yeah.
It has to be a half game.
Half game, because they're 8-3. Packers are 8-3-1, and the Bears are 9-3. So
that's gonna mess with my head rest of the year.
Tie's gonna, you just know that's gonna mess something up down the road for somebody. I don't know who, but
and they play this week. FYI, the Bears. So the Bears, as high as they are, if they go to Green Bay and lose this week, now they're not in first place. Am I right? Because that half a game. So
are right.
Yeah, I mean,
next
week, it's just, it's tough division is for sure. How about that Who Day Bengals?
That came from nowhere. I had the over in that game. If you just said the Bengals were going to score 30 and I didn't get my over, I'd be like, dude, what happened? Did the bomb go off in the offensive backfield? This was more about Baltimore being bad, I thought, than the Bengals being good. Obviously, Joe Burrow had a little rust, but he was good. Big upgrade, obviously. And no T. Higgins there, obviously, as well. So that was big to score like that without T. Higgins. So they're going to win some games down the stretch. It's not going to matter at this rate because they're not going to win enough, even though that division with the Steelers losing again. I mean, the race for the bottoms with that division. We thought that AFC North was going to be the best division in the AFC. No. It's the worst.
Yeah. All three dogs win on Thanksgiving. All three.
It's good to see Joe Burrow back in there, though, I must say. For a Bengals fan there, Craig, it's probably good to see your boy back there.
That's what you want to see, whatever. But
I just don't want him to get hurt. I want him to have a good. I wanted to have a good second half of the year here. And just go in healthy to the offseason so that, he's been injured so much in his career. It really is about the injuries. The year he was healthy, they went to the Super Bowl. The next year he's healthy, they lost on the last second to the Chiefs to go back to the Super Bowl at Kansas City. So it's like, but every other season he's been injured. Every other season.
Steelers, they're yelling, "Fire Tomlin" at the end of that game. The crowd, they're chanting, "Fire Tomlin." Mike Tomlin deserves a lot more respect. We'll get to college basketball in a second.
I feel your pain here, boys. I was on the same thing.
Hey,
I need some therapy. Lenny therapy. I need Lenny therapy after that.
I'm just saying, how about BYU on Saturday? The Mormons to the window, to the wall. I'm telling you, I'm team BYU.
Lenny's all about soaking. Lenny's all about soaking.
I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, because we really don't know where everybody lies in like the pecking order of the playoffs in college football. Right. But if BYU wins and Texas Tech gets in as well, dude, somebody's getting left out. If Alabama loses, could be Alabama. Some out there saying it could be Notre Dame. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm already on BYU. and there's a sprinkle on the money line because I think they can just. I think they can beat.
They're beating Texas Tech. I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I think you
It's going to be a good game.
Lenny, you should dabble that Texas Tech wins it all this year because they have flown below the radar. They've dominated all but one game this year. They've dominated everybody. Now, the Big 12 isn't as good, I agree, at the top as the Big 10 and the SEC. It ain't that far off. Other than Ohio State, who have you been like? Indiana, Ohio State, I guess, have been super impressive, but they neither one have played anybody. Like, I don't believe anybody else they beat. They didn't play each other. We'll see this week in the Big 10 championship game. But I think Texas Tech is a live to win it all this year.
I hate to say it, but with that Ohio State against Michigan, when they're the end, they're up. There was a lot of red in that stadium. I said I've had this conversation with a lot of my Michigan friends, and I'll tell you what, for being the Michigan and all this and blah 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 over Ohio State, those fans. I'm just saying.
Travel well. They always do travel well.
But I've never seen as many red in that stadium as I did Saturday, and I've been watching that game for 50 years.
Ohio State and Notre Dame will buy the entire season pass at a school just to go watch their team play once. That's how crazy these fans are. And let's be honest, this is not a great Michigan team. Michigan lost to every team that was good this year, and they were like I said, and I hate Ohio State. I don't love Michigan. I hate Ohio State. And I said I picked them. So when I picked them, you know that it was like Michigan was
I think Michigan's going to be good, especially with that quarterback Underwood.
He's
Give him
young.
time.
He had 60-some yards passing.
Yeah, he's a freshman,
you could have done that.
I mean, Ohio State's
like
creaming crop.
like that.
Ohio State defense allowed 7 points per game this year. 7. Like in the offensive nation, in the sector of football that we're in now, that it's all about all the rules favor the offense. Everything's about the offense. To have 7 points is pretty elite.
Do I just hate Ohio State? Is that why I already bet Indiana? That's the only reason, right? And I'm okay with that.
What's the spread on that? What's the spread on that?
I think like 5.5. I think.
That's it. Okay.
Who does it mean more for? That's what I said in this game. Like Ohio State, the only goal right now was to beat Michigan and win the national championship again. Winning the Big Ten championship is kind of to win any of these championships, to be honest, other than Alabama, that I think Alabama needs to win to make sure they don't get left out. All these other schools, it's just like, dude, we just want to be healthy so that we go into the playoffs and we're not injured. Ohio State, I just think this is a way bigger game for Indiana. And remember, Ohio State embarrassed them last year. That was the one embarrassing loss they had in the regular season last year, was at Ohio State. Then they got embarrassed in the playoffs, of course. I think Indiana shows up. Now, is it good enough to win? I don't know.
I mean, it's in Indianapolis. Keep that in mind.
So for people that don't know this is actually almost exactly in the middle between Ohio State.
Between the two.
Indiana's about an hour and 25 minminutes, hour and 15 minutes away.
And a half, yeah.
And Ohio State's like 2 hours. So it's not far difference-wise. So don't think just because it's in the state of Indiana, you're going to have more Indiana fans. I'm guessing there'll be more Ohio State fans.
We'll see.
Because Ohio State buys people buy the tickets and they get their hotels in advance because they know they expect.
They're ready. They already know they're going to be there.
They got it last year already. They already booked their hotel.
They didn't think Indiana.
Oh yeah, they're like, we'll be back. Can we go ahead and book? They booked this hotel 9 months ago.
Yeah, if not 12 months ago.
Yeah, right. Don't forget, guys, real quick about free $60 account. Links in the description of the video. DocSports.com/free60. Click the link, take you right over to the website. Use that $60 on any of these guys' premium handicapping picks over at the website. So click the link. It's real easy to get on board and use that 60 any way you want. I mean, it's free money. And YouTube Premium members link below. Level 1 is $4.99. Level 2 is $19.99. Level 3 is $49.99. You get Craig, Trapp, Indian Cowboy, and myself for $50 a month. You're welcome. You buy your own members only jacket. We supply the winners. Go ahead.
We got 3 premium plus plays up today, but I put in an extra bonus touchdown prop tonight. A bonus 4th play touchdown prop for tonight that I think catches pretty easily. It might even get 2 touchdowns, FYI.
Oh,
Sprinkle.
this guy's feeling very confident after that Houday win.
No, you wouldn't think I'd be confident after that. I mean, that was a pick play to end the freaking Commanders game. I mean, they called that bullshit pass interference.
Broncos are legit.
The Broncos need to play they need to play the entire game like they did overtime in the fourth quarter, where they actually throw the ball down the field instead of trying to protect Bo Nix. Dude, you have an elite offense if you just take the handcuffs off. He had one bad interception, and then they put the handcuffs on him. And then in overtime, they're like, "Oh, let's go score." They scored in 5 plays.
Let's talk about this Monday night game. The Patriots. I mean, the Giants. We got Jackson Dart playing. I mean,
when he announced he played, they didn't even move the line.
And Jackson Dart.
They didn't move the line when they announced that he was playing. I was kind of a little bit I thought they were sitting at a 7.5. I was like, well, if he goes to play, this is going to be 7. They didn't move it, Nick. Did you think maybe they just assumed that he was going to play?
Yeah, I almost like it with Winston in this lineup, and now it's Jackson Dart here, and the line didn't move like you said, Craig. It does raise a couple of eyebrows here. So then I have to look at this total, and I'm going to go with the under. I think it's going to be a cold game here, and I'm going to lean towards the Patriots in this one. I'm looking at a player prop, and Stephon Diggs, his over-under on his yards, 48.5. I do think that's a little low, especially in these marquee games. When you don't like the sides, I tend to look at player props all the time. So I like Diggs here. I do think he has a big game offensively, and also look at the run game for the Patriots, because the Giants, they can't stop the run here on the defensive side of things. But I trust Drake May tonight connecting with Stephon Diggs in this primetime situation.
Yeah, so would that maybe you parlay that with the over for May at he's 273 or something?
Yeah, that's pushing it.
If he gets that, I got to assume.
I would say 250 to be safe if you want to do a 2-team parlay with Diggs. You definitely should get plus money there, plus 200.
I think May's gone over his prop passing yards in 4 of the last 5 games. I mean, he right now with the Rams losing and Stafford not playing the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
May has I think if he has a good game here, especially on primetime, he'll be the favorite to win the MVP, in my opinion. Especially since Jonathan Taylor's kind of slowed down a little bit, so I thought that might be the year that we see running back.
Colts came back down to earth a little bit. They're world beaters. I feel like they peaked a little early in the season, especially towards the end of the season. But
they won the schedule lottery at the beginning of the year. If you look who they were beating, and then all of a sudden you play the Chiefs and the Texans, 2 good defenses, and all of a sudden now you've lost 2 in a row. Not saying they're I think they're a good team.
Like he had a Lions jersey on. I'm just saying right now, because I'm just saying he's an interception machine. I mean, not this year. He has not been this year. That's been the difference maker, I feel like. But he has always been a guy. Big game, Sunday night game, Monday night game. I don't care where it is. You just take the whatever you like, and him to throw an interception.
Lenny, you're talking shit on the Lions Hall of Famer.
Dude, he is I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he is. I'm a Matt Stafford fan. I mean, I got the little Matt Stafford.
What's the defense, though, yesterday? It wasn't Matt Stafford. That defense has been the best, in football, basically, this year, top 3, and they got shredded yesterday. Yeah. So as much as Matt Stafford in the game, that was a bad turnover, it's still dude, you allowed all these points to the Panthers. Not saying I think the Panthers are a great underdog team. Great story. Now with the Bucks banged up, I'm telling you, this Panthers team is going to be tough to hold off.
They're sneaking up on the Bucks. They're sneaking up.
Are they 1 game back, Lenny?
Huh?
Look up what's the odds for the Bucks to win that division? Bucks and Panthers. Panthers got to be +2 something now. That'd be a really good bet, I think.
Aren't they tied in the division, but they have the head-to-head against Carolina?
They beat them twice. They played twice. They played one more, probably.
Division winner.
I mean, Carolina's kind of beat who they should beat until this game. This was the first really big win they've had.
So Carolina's +390 to win the division is on DraftKings because it's easy for me to look at. Shop your lines, but +390 to win the division.
Sprinkle, yeah, for sure.
Got to. That's.
I mean,
there's no
think
team
Baker Mayfield's gonna blow that division, but
I don't know. But he's so banged up. What if he's not playing?
Everybody,
Teddy Bridgewater's the backup, FYI. So it's not like Teddy Bridgewater was
coaching into 1 to win the NFC.
Who?
12,000 to 1 to win the NFC.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen,
Jeez.
but I do think they can get into the
Weirder
playoffs.
shit has happened. I mean,
Actually, they're not that far out of the wild card,
legit.
right? Like they could get the wild card even if they don't win the division. This is a pretty winnable division after Tampa Bay. Atlanta, they've already swept Atlanta. Like
Insane.
New Orleans isn't great.
They're a game behind. There's Tampa's 7-5, Carolina's 7-6. I mean, they're right there to win this division. I mean, if you look at the playoffs, the playoffs. Oh, I said it like that.
It's all about Bryce Young.
They're
that team.
in 10th spot. They're in 10th spot, so they got to make.
Who's in front of them?
Dallas and Detroit.
Dallas.
Detroit's got a tough road ahead, and with
St.
Brown's issues,
I have no.
And Ragnow, we had last time we talked, Lenny, on Thanksgiving, we had thought Ragnow was probably going to be
physical.
No, he's not going to play. So that offensive line isn't going to get that shot in the arm that we thought they might get here in the next. I didn't know if he'd play this week, but I was thinking, week 15, maybe 16, 17.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have took a week or so, but down the stretch, you ain't going to get him, and that line ain't going to get healthier real quick. And
what about Amon St. Brown? What's the
high ankle sprain? I mean, that could linger. Yeah, I mean, he's day to day. He's going to be questioned. I mean, so that could linger. I mean, it's a sprain. It's not going to heal overnight.
He'll be on a couple perks. He'll be back.
Well, it's one of those. Do you play him this week?
Give him the needle, wrap it up. Let's go. It's time to ball.
Yeah, but like you play him this week and he injures it, then he's out for the year. If you set him this week and get healthy, then he can probably have a good run.
He gets like 2 weeks off. So I mean,
who do the Lions then next week? Oh, Dallas. Thursday night.
Hottest team in football, Dallas. Dallas beat both. This is the first time it's ever happened that a team with less than in a 1 week span, 5 days, right? 6 days, they beat both of the Super Bowl contenders from the year before. Now, they both have issues. But
it's going to get bad in Ford Field if the Dallas Cowboys come into Ford Field and start blowing us out. That crowd's going to get nasty real quick. I'm just saying.
City's going to burn down.
5 weeks ago, if you said Dallas defense was going to be like playing good, I would have been like, "Are you joking me? Have you seen this team?" It really, they got healthy, and then they got Logan Wilson from the Bengals and what's his name from the Jets. It really has transformed this defense where they're playing good football. They're playing at least with that great offense. They don't have to be elite. They just have to keep people in front of them.
Right. And, the Lions are not a threat. I'm just saying, right? I mean, we're gonna score.
What's wrong with Adrian Hutchinson? Because
his injury.
He's not the same player he was pre-injury, at least at this point.
Well,
I don't know if
he's the only threat on that defensive line. I'm tired of saying it, but there's nobody else. It's mediocre. It's mediocre to the left of them. It's mediocre.
Pass rushers,
I'm tired of hearing about the Lions. They're mediocre. Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, Aiden Hutchinson. The end. Everybody else is a backup on another team, on a good team.
Bad, but
bullshit. Tell me what Alex Anzalone's done.
You are right that they're not elite. They're not.
Terrion Arnold's a bust.
When you spend what they have on offense, that's what you get. It's like the Bengals. Look at the Bengals.
On offense.
Dude, you have a high-paid quarterback. You have a high-paid running back. You have a high-paid.
We haven't paid Jamar Gibbs yet. He's still on rookie contract.
You have two high-paid receivers. Is Laporta done for the year?
Yeah, probably, most likely. He had a back procedure.
That's
that. You know what I mean? That's code for of course. So now they're out St. Brown. They're out Laporta, and half the freaking line is out. Half of the whole line is out. They drafted a kid named Tate Rathledge. This kid's a stud to play guard. Then they say at the beginning of the year, Frank Ragnow retires, homie, you got to play center. He's playing center and getting his ass kicked. He's never.
They're 3.5-point favorites this week, Lenny. At this point, I think you got to dabble on Dallas, right? Like you have to.
Dallas money line.
This is their season. Yeah, they got to win that.
If Dallas loses this, they're right back into basically missing the playoffs. These last few wins don't really mean much if you go and lose this Thursday. I mean, that's just the honest truth because they were so where they put themselves, Dallas. So it's like Dallas, I don't see them having a letdown. They can't afford to. I will say this. Change of sceneries help. George Pickens changing from the Steelers to – dude is top 5 receiver in the league right now. CeeDee Lamb is the second best receiver on this team now, which is crazy.
That's nuts that they have those two on the corners. It's so valuable. And listen, their defense they made moves at the trade deadline. They made moves in season to help that defense, and it's been working out. They're dangerous. And I do not. I mean, maybe it's a trap line because I don't see after everybody that watched that Lions-Packers game know who the hell in their right mind is going, all right, I'm taking the Lions.
And it's 50-50 action, Lenny. It's 53% on Detroit, 47% as of right now. I thought it would be one-sided. I thought Dallas would get a lot of money.
I like the over.
I think it's the highest over on the board this week.
Love it.
Right behind Cincy and Buffalo.
I will say this, though. Dallas is running the ball to protect their defense a little bit. I think they're early in the year, they were leaving them. They were scoring, and it was like the Oregon days when the Oregon Ducks would score in like 30 seconds. And everybody's like, the defense is terrible. Dude, their defense is on the field 80% of the game. I don't care who you are. You're going to give up points. Dallas is now controlling the clock by running the ball and shorter passes. That might be the scenario they need to do this week because I do think they don't have the greatest pass rush, Dallas. So I do think, and that is what's been bothering your Lions, to be honest. They cannot – I mean, Jared Goff is 1-2. He has to release the ball.
They double-team Hutchinson, and then nobody else can get any kind of pressure. There is nobody else on the other end. So it's – I'm just saying. Can we talk about the NBA? Because the Pistons are going to beat the shit out of Atlanta today.
When does the NBA Cup start? Is it next week? Is it this? It's this week.
It's group play is over, right?
Right. It's for all the marbles now.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It's tomorrow or Wednesday?
No, it's Wednesday.
It's definitely this week.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because the championship out in Vegas is not that far away. It's like a week away.
Wednesday.
Can't find it.
Let me look Thursday.
It's definitely not tomorrow.
Let me look up NBA Cup schedule.
It's not for like at least a week. That's way too far ahead for the NBA.
I'll give out a free play in the NBA while we're on it. Let's go. Lenny, we were just talking about it. We'll go with the Indiana Pacers here at home. Their last 6 games, I believe they've covered the spread here. You're catching Cleveland at a good spot. Obviously, they got Mitchell back. But I like this Indiana Pacers team. I think they're picking up kind of their mistakes early on in this season here, trying to get wins under their belt and being competitive. So I like them here at home. I would take those points in my back pocket, and I would even sprinkle some on the money line here. It is more risky, obviously. Cavaliers 12-9 on the season, and they're dominant here, and they will break out this season. But I'm going to go with the Indiana Pacers here. They're playing competitive basketball with the points plus 6.5. You could get all the way up.
Five in a row they've covered?
5 or 6.
Yeah,
I thought it was 6.
And people don't realize it because you don't pay attention to the bottom
because
teams.
they see 4 and 16.
Yeah.
That's what they see. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, listen, Pacers and a teaser I'm all about that life. Pacers and a teaser. You can get that to 10.
NBA Cup obviously is actually next week.
Tuesday.
9th and the 10th.
Magic,
Heat, Raptors, Knicks, Thunder, Suns, and Lakers, Spurs. So pretty good 8 teams. I think the Thunder right now. I don't know how you don't bet against a 20-1 or whatever, but 19-1 or whatever. That's unreal. I think. No,
20.
Then they win, I think. But either way, they've only lost 1 game, and they have actively said, and I couldn't believe they said this, we want to beat the Warriors' all-time wins record. Which is a little dangerous when you're a team because then you put the target on your back,
right.
Who do they think
it should be fun next time they play the Warriors.
Right. Yeah.
The Warriors got to get healthy. Like without Steph Curry, they're like the 29th defense or offense. With Steph Curry, they're like 3rd. It's like they have basically no chance I don't say no chance, but they're not playing good. Let's put it that way.
I'm all about the Heat tonight too over the Clippers.
No, don't be careful there.
Well, okay.
I heard that Kawhi might up his minutes. The Clippers have been playing bad because every time they get up, they take Kawhi out because he's on a minute restriction. And I heard they might take the handcuffs off and put him like an extra 10, 12
I-
minutes a game.
I can't trust the Clippers. Every
hard,
time
I
I
know.
bet 'em, every time I bet with them, they burn me. I bet against them, they burn me. So I stay away from that team right now. They're atrocious. I don't trust them. So
First game this year, it was a 1-point win. 1-point game. I think the Heat won 120 to 119 or something first game.
Mm-hmm.
So it was close. I kind of expect a closer game here too. The Heat are a great underdog team. Every time the Heat are underdog, I'm looking at them. I don't love that you have to lay this many points against the Heat team. Tyler Hero is back. Bam Adebayo's back. But it's weird. They brought back Hero and they score in less points. You would have thought like he's not a great defender and he's a great shooter.
I'm on the Heat and a teaser, to be clear. So it's like under
that
3.
better.
Okay, so
like
it's
that
like
better.
I got it at 6.5, down 4 points. A 2-team NBA teaser is a 4-point teaser is -110. 2 teams.
Yep.
So take 4 points any which way you want.
Who's your other team in there?
The Pacers.
Really?
Because I got that at 10.5. I got that up. I took that up and the Heat down.
you're ready to watch some NBA tonight, huh, Lenny? A couple
Yeah,
weeks
I mean,
ago, you were like, I don't want NBA.
NHL on. No, probably not. I'll have the Pistons game on my laptop right next to me.
Is Jared Allen playing for the Cavs tonight? Because they haven't been able to stop anybody since he's been out.
I have no
They did cover against the
so.
Clippers last Sunday night, but other than that, they have not played good since he's been out. Obviously, he's the best defender. Now that makes it a lot better for you. He's their only big guy. I will say they're going to need to address that at the trade deadline. There are some teams that have bigger guys out there. You can't afford to go in with just one center. I know Mobley's big, but he's not a center. He plays on the perimeter.
You like my Pistons tonight?
I like them to win. Yes. Do I think they can cover? I don't know.
Yeah,
Detroit, I always say after you have a long win streak and then you lose, you have that natural letdown for like a few weeks because you're playing for that streak for a little while. And remember, they're not in the NBA Cup because they lost to Orlando. The game after they lost to Boston, they came home and they lost at home. If they won, they were in the Cup. So that was, I'm sure, a little disappointing for a young team that had been playing so good.
It's here, just for the Heat Magic teaser. With Magic and against your Bulls there, Nick?
You know what? The Bulls, I don't know what they're doing, but that's too many points. Bulls have been, their pace of play, just looking at this, I didn't even want to get into it because my emotional attachment with the Chicago Bulls. So I stay away from
I knew it.
Looking at it. Just
so
looking
about these Bulls.
They have one win in their last 5, and it was by one
They've been
to
awful.
the Nets, was it? They have a 1-point win in their last 5. And it was
the Wizards. I think it was the Wizards on the road. So, I can't even watch this team right now. But just looking at this line, it's too many points. I would take the Bulls in my back pocket. It's not an emotional play. I know Orlando is really good here at home, but the Bulls could keep up with anybody. They just can't finish games here. So I would take those points in the back pocket for sure.
It does seem like a lot of points. You know what I mean? It seems way too
They were
many.
embarrassed, too. I mean, they've lost to some of the worst teams in the league. They lost to Indiana, Charlotte, and New Orleans back to back to back. And
hasn't been good.
And 4 games back, they won by 1 at home to Washington. So, I mean, these are the 4 worst teams in the league.
Right.
Thanks for rubbing that in. Still first.
I'm just saying, I like what you're saying, though, because the lines suggest like they're
Thanks
terrible.
for pointing that out. We all needed that.
They also had some of the
got to
best
beat me
wins.
down some way. Since my Bears are number 1 here.
Vucevic or whatever that guy, he's had, 3-game winners this year? So it's like some of these wins have come right down to the wire against good teams like Philly. I forget who else they beat. They've beat good teams. It's just not recently. So I do think, man, this is a check your manhood, grab your balls, and if you're a man, you come out and play hard.
Bulls money line.
Bulls money line. I like that. That's a
little
parlay.
risky.
Parlay.
I like it. They're due.
Greg just challenged me. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, put it money line. Put it with Anaheim tonight. Anaheim Ducks. I like them as an underdog tonight. I was like, dude, this should be. I thought they were going to be like a plus 115 underdog. Why are they? This looks like a coin flip game.
It scares me because everybody in their right mind is on the Anaheim Ducks. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
I would say I love the Ducks tonight. The value is on the Ducks. They're plus money here. They just blew a 3-0 lead in my Chicago Blackhawks. They should have won that game. That was a absolute fumble right there in the last third period of that game. So I like them here tonight too, Craig. I just think it's a little too easy.
So,
it's 50-50 out there. It's like percent of bets. So it's like, they're getting action, which I always say that's when the line's about right. when you're getting pretty even action money line sports, and we got even action.
So what do we do with that? What have we learned from that? Everything I've told you guys this NHL season, coin flip game,
Draw.
action 50-50.
Don't be scared.
Money on the draw. It's plus 350 on DraftKings. I'm just saying, half a unit. Absolutely. But the Ducks, to be fair, as much as I've loved the Ducks this year, they're mediocre on the road. They're 500 on the road. They're 6-1. The last 5 games they've had overtime wins, 4-3 overtime to shootout. But I'll be honest, I kind of like the over in this game more than I like anything. Probably, I mean, I'll sprinkle on the draw, and I'll sprinkle on actually, I like the draw on the Mammoth and the Sharks game too.
What if you take Anaheim in regulation? Because then you get some real, like, what's almost plus 200. That's a pretty good value. I think they're the better team. And I was like trying to find a parlay that I like today. And now that Lenny said it, he put it in existence, Bulls money line. Maybe I put those two together, and that's like 8-1 probably.
No, I would imagine, yeah.
Maybe a little more.
The only real favorite I like tonight is the Devils. Like that's it.
I'm liking the Winnipeg Jets now here. We got Comrie, and I just seen that they were going to have their backup in Thomas somebody, and that's their third string backup. They got Comrie back in tonight, plus money value. Buffalo, they're not a good team. Yeah, they play okay at home, but the better team is Winnipeg. The value's on Winnipeg. Smack Winnipeg here.
Nick, I need some help. I had the 7-unit play. I only play about 1 a month, 7 units. I had Minnesota Wild against the backup goalie of Buffalo. We're winning 2-1 in the first, dominating, but not scoring. All of a sudden, it goes to overtime, losing the shootout. I mean,
I've been fighting too the last couple of days with hockey. It's been weird. We hit the Capitals yesterday. I was happy about that, but the tricky game, be very careful about this one, is the Devils. This game looked like too easy, too good to be true. Devils just lost at home. They're 9-1 on the season here. This line to me is just a little too short. I almost like the Blue Jackets here. I know it's going against the public 100%. Devils are the easy play looking at this, and it's catching my eye, and that's a red flag to me. So I like the Blue Jackets here, plus money.
Don't you think the Blue Jackets, they're a team that, like, they're feisty. It's like they just jump up and they win. Like, when they win, they usually win at a big number, and they can score. I usually like them at home as an underdog more than on the road.
Yeah.
But
I like them.
I will say this. Like, there's now a small card for the NHL, like 5 games. And that's one of the first ones. I cap that real quick, and those are the ones that usually bite me in the ass, because the ones that I usually get into and dive deeper into, I'm like, oh, okay, the Ducks Blues, like, dive deep. The Winnipeg Sabres game, somebody asked about the over, Anthony. Yeah, I do like that over, because I do. 3-3 in the draw is what I really like, but I like the over. But the more you dive into them, whatever. But the Devils, it was too easy. Maybe it is too easy. But sometimes
the more I dive in, I'm wrong. If I look at things 5 times, my first instinct is usually right more often than not. The more I dive in, almost always, I'm like, I overanalyze. What do they call it? Paralysis by overanalysis.
Analysis paralysis.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But I do think I always say Monday are underdog days in the NHL. I'm always trying to find an underdog. That's why I liked Anaheim. I was like, okay, what's the best underdog? I thought Anaheim was clearly the best underdog on the board. And so, because I just think, like, it's like everybody. Mondays are like, you don't get, like, the building won't be hopping like we would normally see on, like, a Friday or Saturday. I think Anaheim's a play tonight. And like I said, when I'm looking at underdogs, I then try to find, okay, is there a couple other underdogs I like that I can sprinkle money lines and then go hit a lottery ticket? I mean, Lenny knows about lottery tickets. He's all, no, you don't. You're in Nevada. You don't get to play lottery.
Michigan. I grew up playing the lottery, 3-digit, 4-digit. Yeah, I'm just saying. And then I still drive the state line, because I gotta buy Mega Millions tickets either in Arizona or California. They're not in Nevada, so I gotta go like an hour and a half to state line, and usually Arizona or California, depending on what I want to eat.
All right, Lenny, so Lenny, you didn't what did you like on Monday Night Football? I don't think you said.
I got a lot of props. I got a lot of props in that game. Pull them up Mostly Trayvon Henderson props. I like his over rushing. I like him to get he can get a touchdown -110.
The question I thought with Stevenson coming back last game was it going to take away Henderson's? He's the more explosive running back. He's not as good short yardage, I think, as Stevenson, but he catches the ball in the backfield like he did at Ohio State in the national championship game. That was right before half, really a changer in that game changer. I think they will continue to get, if he gets 16, 17 carries, Lenny, you're good.
I think he's capable of breaking one at any point in time.
Giants are the worst defense in the league. Giants are the worst run defense in the league. Giants are.
Exactly.
So
over 64.5 rushing yards and a touchdown. Anytime touchdown.
This might be my prop of the day if you're listening.
I'm just saying.
My prop of the day.
Lenny's smarter than the average bear. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And I would say if Henderson he might go for 60 on one run and get you a touchdown too. So maybe parlay them together.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Longest rushing, or over and touchdown all in one play, Lenny. We could parlay those three, and it would be like
I didn't even look at his longest rush. I don't really play
probably
those.
20.
Probably 21. 21, I would say 21 and a half.
20s usually.
Let's look right now as we look. All right, tell them, plug what you got to plug.
Oh, and I would say tonight, Jackson Dart under rushing. I heard they basically told him, don't run the ball, dude. We can't afford to ruin next year with become what's his name from the
14 and a half over. It's mostly -115, -125. So
damn. Although he hasn't really hit a big one in the last few games, it's been a lot more like
Giants. Steve, this is a play against me fading the Giants defense as just as much as it is him being explosive.
Plus, what if the Patriots are up big late where he's just going to get more rushes then? So yeah. I like that. Nick, sorry, what do you have?
Nothing much. I mean, we got two plays here. We're taking it easy on a Monday. Like I said, I don't like betting NHL typically on Mondays, but I do have one play and the NBA. We're up over 4,000 in both of those sports. So we're looking to continue taking it day by day and looking to bounce back after a Falcons loss on Sunday. So we'll get that top play back this week.
Nick's still riding that Bears win on Friday.
Yeah, riding high.
Friday. Craig Trapp, what do you got going on? You said a top prop at the website?
Henderson over tonight. It's 4-unit play. I'll give it to you. 4-unit over his rushing total tonight. So me and Lenny, we did not talk ahead of this is actually my prop.
Craig shows up at 10:59 in 10 seconds.
And I have a 2-unit in the NBA that you actually can get if you get the premium plus level right now. So click that. So for $49.99 a month, you're getting what would cost you $30 at the website. So you get one of my top plays every day. I don't have any of Nick's plays today, but I have 2 other cappers in there as well. Plus, I got a bonus prop that I like in that premium plus level. So $49.99. Link is in the description, right, Lenny? You have it in there?
Link is in the description of the video. Just click it, take you right to whatever you got to do.
You might want to purchase on your desktop, though, because they do charge you extra.
Maybe like $4, I think it is.
Yeah, well, $49.99 becomes $60 if you buy through the App Store, which is crazy.
And that's not our charge. That's Google, Android, whatever.
Yeah, Apple Play Store, whatever you're buying this through is actually who charges that fee. Even YouTube doesn't get it. So.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tony George and Griffin Murphy will be on with me. We'll see you guys. Good luck, unless you're against us. Take care.